All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Boss Talk Podcast. We are back. We got homegirls Jules back in. Jules.
Hey guys.
Yeah, let's give her a little round of applause.
Woohoo. Y'all gonna get annoyed at me because I'm here all the time now.
That's right. We got me and my boy Javon right here per usual.
Yeah, you know what it is.
And we got another special guest today. Let's welcome Emily to the podcast.
Emily.
That's right, Emily. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Shout out to Jules. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, this is my childhood best friend. We go through thick and thin, so I'm really excited
Since
to
middle
meet.
school.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see the creative mindset that she has. So she's a boss too, so you're gonna have to see for yourselves.
That's right. Give the audience a little introduction about yourself. What is it that you do? All that.
Yes, so I graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a degree in psychology, and I want to heal the masses, whether it's through music, whether it's through the community, whether it's through psychedelic assisted psychotherapy, and just spreading positivity and like light through the masses.
Community.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one right there. I've yet to hear like that. That's going to be used on here from now on.
Before you use it, can you explain what that is?
I don't know. I kind of just started using it. Yeah, like the cannabis community, like it's about the cannabis, the culture, the community. We do stuff like toy drives. They do like food drives and they give back weed. Like I want to be able to go snowboarding and give people weed on the mountain and just show people the benefits of this herb.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you're surrounded around the right people. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we both bartender babes, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What we normally do here on here, thank you for coming on. What we normally do is we have a boss talk. We have a topic for our bosses, entrepreneurs, anybody trying to get in a position. We want to expand the mindset of what it takes. And we want you guys to think. So today's topic is do not let people show you off. And so what I mean by that is this right here. You will come across people who they will look at you for whatever reason and they want to let everybody else know, hey, I know this person. Like, yeah, I know them. You know them. I know this person. And they want you to come around for that specific reason. Like, yeah, look, see, I know her. And then when the moment's over, they're not answering your phone calls. They're not doing anything that's beneficial to you. You were used. Do not let people show you off.
That's a really good one.
I know it is.
Damn.
I go through that a lot, to be honest. Like especially more lately, you know.
Yeah.
My network has gotten so big lately. I mean, just to give you a little introduction about myself, like I do film. Me and him own a production company. We have this podcast, Boss Talk, which is amazing, obviously.
Congrats.
I worked with a bunch of celebrities, big boys like my boy now and everything like that. But ever since all of that has happened, ever since any type of success I have gotten, it's like you see people that you haven't talked to in forever, or that you never even really talked to at all, try to come up to you when they see you and be like, hey, bro, remember this and this and that.
I always knew.
Yeah. I remember when you used to talk about this and look at you now. Hey, can we take a picture? Like, damn, bro, I haven't even made it yet.
Yeah, isn't it? It's really hard because there's this barrier between wanting to, tell them what you're up to and maybe like put them on what you're onto. But then also it's just like you're stuck in between whether or not if they're really doing it for the benefit of themselves or for you. Like that, I feel like that's the major thing that people get stuck on. It's just like, why are you hitting me up for asking me if I'm okay? Or is it like maybe you're genuinely asking me and maybe I should tell you what I have going on and then help you put yourself in a better place? It's like, it's so hard. Like I get that, like just having to be a hard worker and for someone like looking up to you and you don't even know if they're looking up to you for real. It's like, for what?
It gets to a point where it is hard to trust people. So like, it's funny that you bring this up today, bro, because I literally had 3 people from high school and elementary school hit me up on IG today.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, but it is on an aspect of them wanting to collab or do some type of work. But at the same time, I haven't seen them do anything. And I'm kind of like
giving leeching behavior instead of like a mutual benefit.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, like I like to help people out, but at the same time, it's like, don't take advantage of me either. Or don't hit me up because you see like, okay, you want to be part of this movement all of a sudden. Yeah. Where it's like, where were you when I was just starting out?
Yeah.
And it's so little to just show support, like resharing a story it's free. And I'm pretty sure like all of you guys relate to that. I'm pretty sure you guys have so many people that text you asking you how you are, how you been. You're doing something every single day and this person is not showing you no type of support, whatever. But when the time comes, something big is happening, it's, hey, how are you? My gosh, like I see you're doing this. I see you're doing well. It's like, it really don't cost much to show support and love. It really doesn't.
And on the other hand of that, instead of the people who are kind of kissing up to you when they see your success, I have kind of been experiencing the opposite, where it's kind of like the hater monitoring spirit, where they're not really like your fan in the positive aspect, but they're a hater. So in a sense, they're still your fan. They're keeping up with all your stories. They follow you, but not in a supportive way. It's like, I want to see what she's up to. And someone from my middle school, she's been following me since middle school. She's removed plenty of people since then. You know, people outgrow high school and stuff. You remove the people on your social media. She's always kept me, but then she's ignored every single one of my invites. And I come to find out she was like, oh, she's doing music. She's never going to make it. Yeah. But she kept me on her Instagram this whole time because obviously there's some sliver that you think I'm going to make it. You want to keep up with my posts and see what I'm up to so much. You're kind of obsessed. You're kind of a fan. So yeah, there's like people who, it's hard in like the dating pool too, because once you get to a certain, even for guys, there's like gold diggers, but for girls, it's like, are you using me for clout? Are you using me to network? I'm bringing you to these events with a bunch of other bad bitches. Like there's a bunch of other women here and like you see another woman in power. Are you using me to get some power too? You know?
I think that's exactly like so it was so much that was said of interest right now. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Like, damn.
But to zone it in, like just for the, for the people who are for America, and China and Africa and everybody.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
Worldwide.
You are not left alone. Shout out to everybody.
For everybody who's trying to get like that piece of advice before we move on to anything else, what I'm really trying to say, and this is like, this is cautionary, is what I'm trying to warn people about. So I'm the oldest person up here and I've been pursuing in the same realm as everybody up here. I've been pursuing it for the longest and I've seen the most. I'm not saying I'm the most successful. I feel like you're probably like way more successful than I am.
We all successful in our aspects.
I'm just saying that from what I've seen in the rooms that I've entered, it's a real ugly feeling to know that you're being used as a prop. Whatever it is, whether it's you're a female and then they want to put you in the room because they're like, look, I got females, but then when you need them, they're not there. Or whether it's you're the only Black person and people want to say, I know a Black guy, and then you get used for that. But then when I ask you for help for somewhere else, voicemail, or whether it's like, hey, I know Moses who could do this, whatever it is, right? Be careful of letting people show you off. I think you got to keep your distance from people a lot. That's where I'm at in my life, is I don't even like people. I don't even like being around people because I'm like, what are you trying to use me for right now?
Yeah.
What's new? Like, I'd like to just do my own thing. And one thing that I want to leave with, if anybody else wants to touch on it afterwards, that's cool. But in my experience in doing music, I've always been really good at it, to the point where I've gotten a lot of free things with music. I've had a lot of people come work with me for free or whatnot just to work with me. Those same people, it's like you do a project and once the hype is up, everybody's there. They want something, right? They oh, hey, let's do this. And then when it kind of dies down, you kind of get this feeling of like, do you even have faith in me anymore? Like, and then the moment you're on your own again and you drop something, they all pop right back up. It's predictable. So don't ever be afraid to step away from everybody, because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, they'll come back 10 times in a row. Yep. They'll leave and be right back. The next project, I do know him. I know him.
They always come back. They always come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said something about, no. I don't even know which one I want to go to first. You said something about.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of like, keeping your distance from people, like, does the distance play, like, it's Valentine's Day around the corner, first of all. And we talk a lot about people in our closer circle that do us dirty, whatever the case is. But how does this play with significant others? Obviously, your significant other is a whole different, like, relationship besides from your own family and your own friendships. So like in a case where your relationship is stressing you out or just not giving you the support that you need, do you feel like taking breaks is necessary? Like, does it benefit you in a way? Does it benefit the both of you? Like, where do you guys stand as far as like breaks in a relationship?
I'd say I'm pretty codependent in relationships. Like I do have it on my own. Like I can do stuff on my own. I have my friends, but I do like having my partner there with me. And I kind of have like an anxious attachment style. So I'm like, why can't we do it together? You know what I mean? If we have problems, like let's work through it together. I'm not the type to be like, no, I just need my space right now. Like I'd rather, if I'm going through something, I'd rather surround myself with friends or surround myself with my partner or something. Like I don't need to isolate myself in that sense. So for me, breaks aren't like my solution, but I can understand if somebody else needs their space and it can help clear our mind. Or like I'm very temperamental and like impulsive, so sometimes I can be kind of hot-headed and like I need someone to be like, let's just take some space so that we can both clear our minds and like center ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'm gonna answer last.
Are you gonna answer last?
I'm gonna answer last.
You got a lot to say.
I was gonna answer last, but it's cool. It's cool.
I'm the only person qualified to answer last.
I know this shifted a different way, but we do talk a lot about how friendships fail on us, but we don't really talk about how our significant others take effect on us, because it seems like nowadays, like a lot of people are more so hurt over these temporary relationships rather than the people who are really around their corner. Y'all
are forgetting about platonic love. Platonic friendships are like everything that really keeps me going, and it reminds me like, yeah, maybe I don't need a man.
Yeah, I mean, look, everyone's gonna have their different perspective. Obviously, everyone's welcome to their own opinion about how they feel about a break and doesn't want a break. Me personally, if you need a break, you just want to go out and have some more fun.
That's what I think too.
If y'all don't know Moses listens to Future at 6 a.m. He does push-ups, so he's riled up. So he don't care. Like he will
I
not.
love how she keeps bringing that up. She brought that up on the last episode.
it's nobody in the morning that I know that's ready to get started with their day but Mo. Like he's riled up, he's ready, his blood is pumping, and he's on it. Like you on it.
I love that though. Thank you.
Yes, you are. Like he's the reason why I wake up in the morning working. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get on the same level. I'm taking 2 Celsius cans, a granola bar. Yeah. So
hell yeah. Well, that's what it is. Look, if you want to break, stop fucking kidding yourself. You want to go out, you want to go cheat, you want to go party, you want to go drink, you want to go fucking spend time without your significant other. Just stop it. Stop beating around the bush.
Cop out.
Clock it.
If you're really truly in love with somebody, you're gonna make it work regardless. You're gonna stay on top of it. You're gonna stay in that relationship. You don't need a break. You know what you really need is to sit down with each other, talk it out, talk about what's bothering you, what's bothering the other person. Hey, how do we work this out together to keep this relationship going? Because I love you. And if you love that person, you're going to change your character. You're going to change your lifestyle. So that way it suits them and their lifestyle suits you. And that's how you guys come back and you love each other.
Church.
And that's why I'm saying
Well said.
But I'll find that person. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's a fact that breaks are, I feel like it's a lot of things that are made by immature people and then they push it upon us. Like even the media that we consume is usually by people who are very young. Even the people that I idolize, I think we talked about this before, like Tupac was 25.
Bro, crazy.
You know what I mean?
He accomplished.
And I'm
actually
26. I'm sorry, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
26 years old, everything he accomplished.
So like if you think that he was wise, imagine if he would have made it to 35, how much even greater his message would have got by that time. So like, it's like, just a side note, I don't care how wise you are as a person, just keep living, because you will always outdo yourself. Because I always felt like, I've always had people telling me like I'm wise. I've always had people coming to me for advice. I'm talking about since I was in high school, since then. And what's funny is at the age that I am now, I'm 35 right now, I look back and I'm like, that dude was retarded. My old, like what? Like he didn't know anything. So whoever you are, you might be ahead of the curve. Just when you get older, you're even going to be more crazy. You're going to be more locked in or whatever it is. So when it comes to like breaks in relationships, it's not a real thing. You're just showing you're not a person who's ready for a real relationship at the end of the day. Or you're trying to hurry up and get something off real fast and then get back to what you want. But that's all a break will ever amount to, man or woman. I don't care what nobody says. If you're trying to take a break, that's what what is it?
Yeah.
The recalibration?
Like,
So, no.
I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
Like, now I can go back to this.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And I will tell you this too, because I have a lot of experience. If you do end up successful with the person that you took a break with, I can assure you that whatever you did on that break it was never worth it.
Mm-mm.
You would never look back and think like, yeah, I needed to do what I did on that break. You could look back and be like, I could have lived my life without that.
Yeah.
100%. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, off of that, like, since you're saying how like, oh, you're wise, you've been wise, like, do you think age plays in the part of being wise, and does it affect like how you guys go about relationships? Because I hear a lot about like, oh, like if you're too young, you're not mature, but then I've met people in their 30s that act way worse than I have. So it's like, what do you guys feel like?
It's more of an experience thing than age thing, you know. Like, the older you get, obviously you experience more, but other people at a younger age experience more than older people at a certain age.
Yeah.
You know, like I say this all the time. I've lived on my own since I was 16 years old. My parents could attest to that. My brothers could attest to that. Been paying my own bills. I got my license as soon as I was able to get my license, got a job at 15. Even before that, I was still cutting grass and everything like that, making money, right? Mm-hmm. So it comes with experience. Like, I have experience where other people are freaking 30 years old. They never lived alone in a day of their life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? So it just comes all about experience. Like, you could have somebody has been in 2 relationships or hasn't been in relationships and they're 30 years old. You've been in maybe 2 solid relationships when you were 15 for 8 years at a time.
Yeah.
Now you have that relationship experience and this person does not.
Mhm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fact.
That's
Yeah.
what I feel about it.
I think that because we're saying like the age thing, right?
Yeah.
Reframe that one more time, like, because it was a way that you said what you said, and I just got into his story, you know.
It's like,
You
does
say, do you
age
think
does
age
age
plays into
affect
wisdom?
maturity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Yeah. Does age affect maturity when it comes to relationships?
No, it's a decision thing. And just no, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I'll actually tie that into the thing that I was going to tell you about with my son. And so I'll bring that up to tie into this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it more so has to do with your environment and where you put yourself at, the type of people that you want to be around, or that you allow around you. So, right. And I kind of blame the generation before us. So whatever generation was before you, I would blame them. And whoever was before me, I blame them, because who's raising us? Who's giving us these values? Who's instilling things into us? So I know me, I had like a real serious moment in my life a few years ago where I had to like really reevaluate. I had to really come to terms with the type of person I was, and I had to stop lying to myself about who I thought I was and like admit who I really am. So from that point, basically, I let a lot of things go. I stopped like womanizing. I stopped, any little lies or I just became a very honorable person to the maximum of what I could. With that, I start looking at my kids and I start telling them like, listen, don't be like me. Don't make these mistakes. And I tell my sons, like, do not like womanize, do not cheat, don't do these things. There's no honor behind that, right? There's no way for you to be what you want to consider like a good person and you're cheating or doing whatever. So right now, my son is 12 years old, about to be 13. And what's up, the mic's?
Yeah, mic's a little loose. Do I fix it or?
Nah, we just.
No, it's okay. Y'all can keep talking. I'll hold it like
She's
this.
all just holding it in place. Yeah, but what I was saying was that, so my son is 12 years old and I was just talking to him today. I've been telling him about how to be towards women, a way that I feel like nobody taught me when I was younger. And he's going to school and he has his peers, like the dudes are like with one girl, whatever they consider cheating, because I don't even know if they're smashing or not, but they're cheating, like getting out of this relationship, go to the next. And my son is telling his friends, like, why are you doing this? Like, why don't you just want to stay with one girl? Like, why don't you want to be honorable? And they're looking at my son like he's lame. Like, why do you want to do that? Like, why don't you your dad doesn't teach you how to be a player? And he's like, no, he doesn't. Like, my dad is teaching me, like, don't you want to have honor? Don't you want to have these things? And it's so strange because when I was that age, I was on what they were on. I was like, whatever I could get, I'm gonna get it. You know, I'm not trying to be honorable or anything like that.
Yep.
But I'm proud that I was able to grow up, and I teach my sons different. And so I know that was a long one, but then like the whole mic thing kind of threw me off. So anyways, we need to teach the next generations better. So I don't know if it has to do with our age or how we were taught or the environments that we were put into.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the environments that you're put into, right? Like, because it could go with even teaching your kids how to invest into things when our parents never taught us that, or at least mine didn't, because they didn't know about it. You know, and the more you know, the more knowledgeable you are. It's like, I want to teach my kids what I didn't know at their age, so that way they have that type of different mentality. You get me?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like exactly what you're saying with the relationships. It's the same thing, but you got to teach them different things of value.
But you're saying your thoughts on how do you guys feel as far as like, is it an age thing, or what would be the factor outside of that?
I mean, it's a lot of things, because I mean, you guys grew up way differently than we did. Like, I mean, there's potentially a decade age gap between all of us. And it's like the way you grew up, you were taught different. I was never taught about love, you know, like I only had to grow up based off of what I saw, and it wasn't the best thing that I seen, but you know,
but
like
we're still lover
you guys
girls
were taught to like,
I wasn't taught, no, you're not understanding. I was taught worse than you. Like right now I could have like 20 women in my phone.
yeah.
You guys, you're meeting me today and whatnot, and thank God you're meeting me today. He knows me from years ago.
But then that's where you guys talk about experience, that does play a factor, because, you know, people grow up differently, different generations, but it also comes with experience. Obviously, you've experienced things that other people have experienced. So it's just like, you know, the age gap doesn't really matter. Like that just shows like
what do you think? Let me ask you this. What do you think is maybe a flaw in the way that you grew up?
In terms of like learning how to love people, or just in general?
Yeah, because we're on that topic right now. So.
I feel like the flaw, I don't find any flaws in the way I grew up, is because like I take everything that I grew up and tell myself that I wouldn't put myself in that position. I didn't grow up in like the most like happy home, you know, like I've only seen tears and just anger, and I've taught myself to not put myself in that position. And that's why I'm such naturally a soft lover, you know, like I'm not, you know, I can't go through people's phones. I can't, you know, do the whole toxic argument stuff. And that's really crazy to say, because there's probably people out there be like, yeah, let me just not like, but I don't know, like I just grew not wanting to be how I grew up. Like I didn't want to be in that position that I saw growing up, and you know, it's different. Do you feel like anybody? So you said earlier you didn't feel like anybody was like necessarily like teaching you about love, right? So I grew up the same way. Like nobody was coming to me and telling me how to love. Yeah, I was being taught how to be a player, like when I was growing up.
No, for sure. You know,
that's what I was taught. And I'm ashamed of that, but like that's how I was raised. I was taught how to get as many women as I wanted to get, and how to not care. Yeah, to be heartless, right? Yeah.
But at the same time, we kind of wanted to find that type of love too.
Yeah, because
you know, it's like
because it was a contradiction.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because it's the biggest contradiction the way we grew up. Like, because like same with me, right? I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. Yeah. You know, so I was taught like, nah, go ahead, get your business, you know, go be a player. Like, don't trust no woman. But at the same time, it's like, it was like the 90s and early 2000s, and we're listening to all this R&B that has nothing to do with all these love songs. Like, Jules, you listen to it all the time.
Yeah,
like, you know?
It's always like fucking bitches. It's like, and getting
that's
money.
what you really wanted. It's what you believed in.
But there's two sides of it. There's two sides of it.
I'm sorry, he's saying the 90s were like real love.
That's real lover. Yeah, that's the type of
everybody wants a 90s love.
Yeah, like the 80s and 90s, that R&B, you know, like that Key Sweat, that, you know. R. Kelly was a different story.
That baby making music era.
But it's like you listen to that and you want that. But
that's the type of music that I make.
Yeah, but the experience,
because I'm trying to spread those messages to the masses. The type of good, loving household that you want to set, and it set an example for your children. Like, I want to make that type of music, and it's like that real authentic 90s R&B, that loyalty. It's only one girl, that type that you gonna be outside of her window with your stereo with a bouquet of roses. Exactly.
But like, but the thing is, it's so hard.
Cover like this.
But it's really hard to find that love because social media has ruined it. So it's just like
infidelity.
So like
everywhere.
just like, okay, let's just talk about that though, because
we're gonna talk about
because social media has fucked up so many ways. It's like there's so much money going on around in social media, and there's like that's like the only platform that you can use in order to spread your creativity and all that. But it's just like, so like social media, let's start there. As far as relationships, do you guys think that like it's necessary to have like digital boundaries with your partner?
I feel like if you're not doing anything sneaky, you don't have anything to hide, like there's not many boundaries that need to be set. Because me personally, I'm an open book. I don't do anything sneaky. You can go through my DMs if you want. I don't like no weird pictures of guys that I wouldn't want my significant other out there doing. And I kind of expect that same. It's like, your following shouldn't look like a lash technician's. Why are you following all these women that serve no benefit to you? Why is it a one-sided follow? Because you're a fan. It's not a mutual connection. You're a fan. So when it's like lustful and it's infatuation like that, it's like, I don't know, like those are the type of boundaries that I have in my relationship. Like, don't be all up in this girl's DMs. Don't be liking her stuff. Don't be flirting through the internet. Anything that could be misconstrued. Because now I'm on the media and it's like, oh, da-da-da-da's boyfriend is in my likes. Da-da-da-da's boyfriend in my DMs. That's her man.
Yeah. So essentially you're only boundaries until there's boundaries that need to be set.
Yeah. Just like respect the relationship with the way you interact with people, and like, you know, like.
And before you guys start going on, be mindful of the age gap too, because obviously we started off, like you said before this, that we started
born into a generation where all we knew was dating with the internet.
Yeah, through the internet. Like we've only known everything through the internet. Like how many times have I told you, like, yeah, I met this guy on Instagram. Oh, we know this person from Instagram. Like it's no real connection out there. And when there is real connection, what do they ask us? What's your Instagram? They want to keep up with your life. And Instagram is what you can like keep track of everyone's personal life, you know, get a little something about them. So,
but that's also how they're finding that there's a million pretty girls in their proximity and they can text 5 girls at the same time. And then it's like, those are the type of, I guess, boundaries. Like guys don't want you to go through their phone if they're doing something sneaky. Yeah. They don't want you to see who they're following if they're following some other girl that they're fucking on. You know, those are the type of boundaries that I'm like, oh, you being sneaky. Like, what do you have to hide?
I mean, it comes down, it's a two-way street because women cheat just as much as men do, and you guys are better at it.
They're sneakier and you guys are better
at it.
Some man told me that he's like, you always see dogs fucking, but you don't see cats fucking.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. A man is cheating with somebody and it's not another man. So that means like people are out here cheating.
I don't know. We're in a different generation. So,
oh, God.
I know, right? They're eating the dogs and the cats.
That's another story.
Oh my God.
But not like, it just comes down to like, what are you really trying to do? And I feel like I want to save a lot of people, right? Regardless of age or anything like that. If you want something serious, we are all powerful beings. Who, no matter who you are, how much money you make or nothing, you hold the power, right? Mm-hmm. So as a woman, I'll give this advice to women first. You guys are dumb. You guys think that like literally you don't have the power that you guys do have. Between your legs, you control the planet.
Pussy is power.
All right?
Let's make the world go around.
Countries have gone to war over what is between your legs. And you allow a man to just do whatever to you. When you can stop that today.
Easily.
Right? You don't have to give a man access to you.
And women aren't girls. They're not looking out for each other. We should be empowering each other, but no, they want to steal your man. Yeah. They want to.
Let me tell you the amount of time. Hold on.
Wait.
Whoa.
Let me finish and then I'm going to go off that. I need to remember this.
All I'm trying to say is this right here. I talked to a female and she told me like, right now, my rules are I'm going to give a dude 2 years. And after 2 years, if he's not serious, then I'm moving on.
She gave him the ultimate.
Two years a long
That's a long
time.
That's a long time.
I give it 3
Wait,
days.
months.
Wait, what?
No,
No, 2 years for marriage, right?
right, 2 years for marriage.
Oh, damn!
see the mind
You got to give me
difference?
5.
We're already on the same level.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
also still too long.
Wait, 3 weeks?
That's
What?
long.
That's too long.
2 years is too long for marriage?
Hell
It
no.
is. It is.
I don't-
I'm gonna tell you
Before
why.
you
No, I'm
even
gonna tell you
move
why.
in.
I'm gonna tell you why it's too long.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why it's too long. Listen real
All
quick.
right, go for
Yeah.
it.
One day, you will meet your husband, right? And after you guys are married, you'll be like, we should have got married
Oh,
on day
you know
one.
what? Actually,
I'm
no,
not
my
talking
bad.
about every nigga you date. I'm talking about the one who
the
you
one.
end up with. You would be like, man, you clicked from day one. Why were we playing for 2 years, 5 years, 7 years? Why were we playing?
I could get that.
That's
I could
what I'm
get
getting
that.
at.
I feel
I'm
like
not telling-
men.
I'm not.
too,
Hold on, America, China, Africa. I'm not telling you
Galaxy.
guys to just go out there and marry whoever. I'm just telling you that we should stop playing around because you're gonna have so many people that you interacted with who will mean nothing to you.
Thank you. Grow
That's what I'm
up.
saying.
Make it work.
I
Sit
got-
down and
Let's not
talk.
waste each other time.
Communicate.
I got
Okay.
women in my past. I forget about some of the women that I have in my past. Like, matter of fact, I forget them all. Excuse me, baby. I forgot them all. But I'm just saying, like, what are we wasting time for?
All right, this was.
That's it. There you go. That's all
This
I had
was a
to
lot
say.
to break down. She said her thing. She said hers. He said his.
Mhm.
I'm a fucking say mine.
Yes. Moses is a woman professional, guys.
First of all, with the whole phone thing, I don't agree with people going through each other's phone whatsoever. I mean, if it's necessary, if you're scared to give someone your phone to make a phone call, you're obviously hiding some fucking shit. You're scared to give someone your phone because you're hey, I need to text this person, like, you know, your significant other.
So hold on a second. Hold on.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Now you got to put your phone on fucking DNB because you're showing them some fucking message. What the fuck is wrong
Phone
with you?
face down.
Yeah,
like,
like you're fucking weird for that. Get out of that relationship. They're fucking cheating.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is. Matt, I was gonna say something so important
Like
right now.
needing the access to the other person's
going
social
through
media, right?
phones.
That's kind of what it was.
Yeah, like you don't need access to that person's phone. Like you don't even need that person's location. There's an argument that people use all the time, but I just want to know you're safe. Bullshit, they're fucking safe. You know what their whole routine is throughout the day. People have Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 jobs. You know what your partner is doing. Why do you need their location? It's because you don't fucking trust them. If you don't trust your partner, get the fuck out of that relationship.
Right.
It's just scary though. Like, you know, I've been in a situation where I found something out at the most like unexpected time. And that's where that
Tell
barrier is whether
Tell us.
Yeah, say it right now. I want to know.
Right now. Right now, really.
Right now, get out that seat.
We need
Sorry,
you.
I know you had a lot to say, but you know, I've been in a relationship where I've, you know, lived with somebody, and you think at a point where you live with somebody, that's where the relationship is solid. I never thought this person would have done me dirty. If anything, I would have thought I've done them dirty. You know, I'm not saying I'm a player or
Wait a
anything, but
second. Hold on. So did you do this person dirty?
no, I've never.
So
Don't
she
lie
says,
to us.
I've
Don't lie to us.
never
Come on
look.
now.
It's a lot to it, but I've never believed in going through someone's phone only because like I don't want to know, you know.
It's not even that I don't want to know. It's like if I have to go through your phone, I just don't
then
trust
But
you.
this,
And
I
why
promise
would
you,
I wanna be
this
in a
was so.
relationship
It
that I
was
don't
a
trust?
gut feeling. Like when I tell you that women's intuition is real, then it is because you know one day out, like it was a day after our anniversary. He got me. This person never has gotten me anything, but he out of nowhere got me
Oh,
flowers.
he done fucked up.
He did something,
fucked up. He
right?
did
Like he
something
set up the
wrong.
room with rose petals on the floor, got me a Pandora ring, a bouquet of flowers. And I'm like,
How was you guys?
who you
okay,
fucking?
wait,
Like, I'm
wait,
like,
wait,
who you
wait, wait.
fucking?
Okay, because maybe he was trying to better himself. I will ask this. How was your guys' relationship throughout that week or throughout those few weeks? Did you guys go through an argument and he said he was trying to prove himself to you? Or was it just out of the fucking blue?
Yes, actually, it was a very horrible week for the both of us. And it
Oh,
was,
he did some shit.
you know, but it's like one of those things where we just knew that it just gets so bad to the point the only choice we had was to work it out because we were meant for each other, you know? At least I thought we were. Like, I felt like, you know, we've been through so much thick and thin. Like, why would we quit now? So we just made it work every single time. After the day that he set up this whole beautiful room, I went through that man's phone. I didn't care. I was just like, there's no way you doing all this for nothing. Went through messages on Instagram, messages on the iPhone, you know, nothing until I went through that call log and seen something I didn't want to see. And that's where I found out. That's the little barrier between whether or not it's like, do you go through someone's phone? Before, I've never wanted to go through anyone's phone. I still don't want to this
So do you
day.
think you were wrong though? That's the real question.
No,
Do you
I
feel
was
like
not.
you were- No, just because you caught. What if you wouldn't have found nothing?
If I wouldn't have found nothing, I genuinely would have like fucked up. You know, I would have been like, fuck, like I should have trusted you. And like
So then you do think you were wrong.
Yeah,
then?
yeah, yeah.
I was wrong. And
So
I
have
didn't.
Wait.
No,
But it's
Were
like,
you wrong or not for going through the?
I don't know.
No, you
like,
just said you were wrong. Right?
I am wrong in the case of invading someone else's privacy.
What is she saying right now?
No.
She's saying she was.
no. For
She
me,
thinks she was right because she
it's
was right,
giving
but-
like innocent until proven guilty. So it's kind of like she's like,
But how do you prove
no,
they're
because he
guilty?
was guilty.
I got
She
proof in the
literally
No,
pudding.
but you're going through.
I'm
their
saying,
phone.
Okay,
How about
okay,
saying-
look.
she's in
Yes.
the right because he was in the wrong. Like he was
But
guilty
he
of
was-
actually
but
doing
what if he
something.
was in the
But
right?
if he
Then
was
she would be in
innocent,
the
then
wrong?
she would be in the wrong.
That's a
That's what I'm
contradiction.
saying. That's
The
what-
hypothetical-
Exactly, that is-
Contradiction ever.
no, that's literally the vice
Okay,
versa.
how about
of it,
we
like,
do this, girls? How about you do this from your relationships moving forward? How about you straight up sit this motherfucker down, look him in the eyes, and ask him, "Hey, I feel like
No, yeah,
there's something
yeah, I do that.
wrong."
I don't resort
you-
to just going through their phone off of that.
Exactly. Listen. Okay. You sit the guy down. You look at him straight in his eyes, and you ask him, "Hey,"
Who the fuck is this bitch?
Just like that.
just like that.
But
I
how would
did.
you? How would you find
Look,
out about the
I was
bitch though if she hadn't gone through his
not
phone?
to hook him straight
How
in the
would she
jaw in
have
his
sat
sleep?
down and
Or
known
just
to
be
ask
like,
about the bitch?
Hey, sweetie.
No.
Who's this?
My point. My look, because I don't.
She wouldn't have known about the bitch.
I'm just trying to understand where your guys' stance is at, right? Because I'm still confused.
How do you have a
Because what
sit
I'm
down
saying-
with them if
No,
you don't
because-
know they're
No,
doing
it is
something?
not.
Okay,
Hold on. Let me ask
And
my
that's when
question.
you-
Let me ask my question. What I'm saying is this:
This is great.
your stance, your point of view on this shouldn't alter based off of the results you get. So what I'm trying to say is either you think it's right to go through a person's phone or you don't. And I'm asking you, do you think it's right to go through a person's phone or do you think it's too much?
For me, I don't think that going through a phone is a necessity in a relationship. Like for me, I do have trust issues from my past relationships where I have gone through their phones. I have caught them cheating. I have seen their location somewhere
Right.
bad. I don't bring that baggage into my new relationships. It's a clean slate. You're a different person. Like I'm not going to bring my trust issues onto
Right.
you.
I ain't do
But
nothing
if
to you. I
anything
ain't do nothing to
anything
you.
erases, like she said, women's intuition. If I see that you treated me differently one day, just like Destiny's Child, say my name. Like, why didn't you say my name? You got another bitch around. If you notice those subtle little changes, that's when I'm kind of like, okay, let me go look at his Instagram, see if some other girl
Wait, so
is,
you
you know,
can't ask him?
The men are straight up. Do you know how much men lie? Do you know how much men lie? No,
He
first and
just
foremost.
said-
No,
He
Mo,
just
you
said
think
you
that's
can't
so
ask
easy?
them.
Wait,
No, do you
That's
think
like
every man
asking
is gonna
somebody
be
who got
true
jumped?
right off
Why'd
the
you
bat?
get jumped?
No, you
And
think
I will
people
tell
don't
you
lie?
why.
No, that's you
No.
personally, Mo.
No. Listen.
More power to you for being honest. Not every man's honest like
look,
that.
Okay, so look, because this is getting funny. Like, I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts are on this, right? Because I haven't shared them. I've just been listening. I've been observing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with going through anybody's phone for any reason.
Thank you.
If it gets to that
That's all
point,
we
then it
needed
is
to
wrong.
hear. That's all. Mo over here, like.
I just wanted to know because what you guys are saying is contradicting. That's
it's
the
very
way you're saying it. That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like,
because you said.
But that's where our. That's where
You said if you were
our.
wrong, then you would have been wrong. But if you were right,
But that's
you
where
would've been
our
right.
But that's how you
experiences
catch
fall in
somebody
line.
is
Yeah.
like
No, you-
he's wrong for even doing that, so she's right for figuring out and getting herself out of it.
You know
But I
who's
think-
wrong?
but I think-
You know who's wrong?
It depends on the
Look,
circumstances.
I would say that yes, like I was not in the right to invade someone's privacy.
Uh-huh.
That's where I hold
was he
accountability
he
for
was,
that.
you guys were partners though.
Yes, we
So
were
then I'm gonna
partners.
tell you,
living
you were not
together.
in the wrong. You if you're a partner with somebody, you sharing your body
Yes,
with this person?
but it.
Wait, you're sharing your body with this person?
Yeah.
He can't share his
Everything.
phone?
But it's literally
Wait,
like
hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what I'm saying.
Wait
Like-
a second. Hold on. I didn't give you guys my stance on this. If you are partners with somebody, you're supposed to be real partners. You're supposed to have access to everything.
Mhm.
As you said, your generation, you guys are coming up and with social media being a new thing. It's actually a new thing for mine too, because I saw it get created. Like
Yes.
I was still
Yeah.
a kid. It wasn't like I was out dating.
but you knew what dating was like before.
Straight
it
up,
existed.
if we doing,
No, I
if we
didn't.
doing it,
A little-
I was in high school. I was in high school.
Oh,
Because
it
there was
is.
when
MySpace and
there's
stuff.
MySpace.
Facebook had kicked off when I was,
And there was AOL when we were in elementary.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I wasn't dating in elementary schools. You feel me? So I'm just saying that like, I'm right there with you. It's just I saw what was going on before, but I never dated before. But all I'm saying is this. The reality is I used to think like, nah, you shouldn't have access to the other person's thing. People shouldn't be connected. But now that I'm in a mature relationship and I look at things and there's value in what I have, you should have access. It doesn't matter.
What's yours is mine.
Yeah, exactly. Like my wife knows where I'm at right now. She can see my location. I can see hers. But I don't even check hers. I have access to it, and I
shouldn't have to.
Yes,
yeah, exactly. That's where the trust is broken. I feel like you should be open to sharing those things, and like the boundary is where like, oh, when you feel obligated to check them, yeah, the trust is broken, and maybe then you should.
And that goes back to where I said you can't just ask. That's why I said that.
But
they're not honest. They're not honest.
Well, then that's when you cut them off. Because if you,
but how would you know they're lying unless you go find out for yourself?
Why are they not going to show you if you ask them? That's your significant other.
That's the thing is like you can never explain.
I would say, if you,
I wouldn't just ask if everything's good.
Look,
like no suspicion.
If I'm dating a girl, right, and she's looking at me and she thinks that I'm doing something wrong, and she asks me something, if she would have asked me to see my phone, I want to see your DMs. I feel like you cheating on me. I'm gonna explain to her I don't. I'm not cheating on you or nothing like that. If you want to see my phone, there you go. There's the proof right there. But there's no reason to just go through their phone secretly.
Yeah, no. We're not talking about secretly.
Is it okay, hold on.
Because I was going to bring something else up.
Is it a secret, though? That's my whole point. Like,
it's not.
No, it's public information. Like
we
social
together.
Media. I go through social media.
If you making love to me, like we in the 90s, listening to some like Jodeci, you better let me go through that phone.
Oh my God.
Like, hello? I'm not though, but it's just like, why are you getting scared, you know?
No, but look, I'm trying to tell women in China and Africa and Russia, I'm trying to tell all y'all, like I'm giving y'all the game. Do not miss out on this. You have the power. So whatever you want to do it. Because if a dude is serious about you, he'll let you do it.
Why do women?
If I'm talking
my
to
God!
No, hold on, listen.
I already heard the first few words Moses said.
Yeah,
and
like, why?
No.
He said, "Why do women?
Why do women want what they can't have? Why is it that women always go after men?
Okay, it's like men do that too. Men
but why can't men provide what women need?
We can have whatever we want.
Okay. Let me ask y'all.
You can have whatever you want.
Let me ask y'all as a collective, based off of Moses what just said. What do you feel like your role is as a woman or a man in a relationship? Like, what do you feel like you can do for them that you can't do for other people, that they can do for themselves, basically?
There's this one thing that I do, but that's between us that I can do. That
I feel like it is like something like that is kind of between like a personal thing. But at the end of the day, like you have to give each other, like you have to be peaceful for me.
Right.
The best thing you can do.
Like, what to you guys makes a woman worth marrying? Because you guys are at a point in your life where
that's gonna differ.
You got some things to think about. he got rings to put on. Hey, Moses works hard, ladies. Damn. He got a lot going on for himself. He goes to the gym. He does his push-ups at 4 a.m. Imagine what he could do for you. Man. So let the ladies know what you can do for a woman. You already said it.
What's up? Call in right now.
First 20 callers gain a free date with Mo.
Wait, the question is, what is the so this is what I think, right? I think that I recognize that in my marriage, I didn't want to be closer to anybody else than I was with my wife. And I didn't realize that for a long time. And I'm like, wait a second. I got certain homies who know about certain things in my life that my wife doesn't know about. And that's weird because then I raised kids with this person. And so what I decided to do was first of all, I cut all the lying out, like everything that's a lie and anything that I had to lie about. If I smoked weed and I didn't let my wife know about it, but Moses knew that me and him smoked together. And then I get home and I'm like, no, I didn't smoke. That's already, that's little tiny thing is a build up. Yeah. And now now I'm sharing something with him. I'm
part of that lie
that I'm not even sharing with my partner. So what I tell people is make sure that you and your partner are sharing more things with each other than anybody else around. Your girl shouldn't have her girlfriends knowing more about her than you know about her. And your man shouldn't be having his homies know more about him than what you know about him.
That's your
Exactly.
partner. That's supposed to be your other half.
Like, why do you love your homeboys more than your girl?
Man.
Are they giving you pussy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not.
And you know
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
As
Exactly.
soon as you do
Like,
something wrong to do it, you gay.
who is you coming home at night cuddling with your homies? It's like, I know your homies been there for you a long time, and like I would never stop my man from spending time with his friends, respecting
Hey,
them.
but I'm about to be like, dog, like, I'm going home. Like, I need that.
Yeah.
going home to my lady
I don't want to
who
be out.
feeds
I want to be
you.
out with Moses. I could be
Yes.
taking something down.
For real.
Yes.
Right? Like, I'm like, fuck. dog,
Yes,
what's
and
up?
off of that, as a woman, like I believe that we are natural like nurturers.
Look. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't want your man to go out. Make sure his stomach's full and his balls are empty. That's it. He ain't going out that night. I want to switch it. I do want to switch it up a little bit because we're running out of time.
Okay.
We do have a singer here. We're all artists. We're all creatives. We all have something going on in our lives.
Mhm.
Tell the people what it is that you do. That you're a singer, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Tell them a
Yeah.
little
You said
bit about
90s
that.
type singing, so I want to hear.
Yeah.
What's your inspiration as far as why did you choose that path versus I hope all of the breakup music that I'm hearing on the radio that I don't like listening to?
Yeah, definitely. Just because I don't know, I definitely resonate with Janae Echo. She's my inspiration. I love her music and just how she carries herself about this life. And like, I just want to spread positivity. And I feel like there's a lot of brain rot out there. Like they're spreading violence and infidelity through the music, through movies, through TikTok, like anything that these kids watch, it's just not really teaching them the right things. So I grew up listening to music like Usher and Neo and Mariah Carey and like the Pussycat Dolls, just like that type of 2000s R&B. But, now growing up, like I started touching into that 90s R&B and I'm like, that's the type of love that I'm looking for. That slow dance to like a record player. Yeah.
How do you
exactly.
feel like as like a cannabis influencer? Like how does that and music tie into your career work? And like how do you feel like music and cannabis can benefit the audience around you? Like talk
I
to me.
definitely believe in music is frequencies and the way frequencies affect water. Most of us, we're 70-80% water. And you can see that these things actually have an effect on you. Like it's healing frequencies. Red light therapy is basically frequencies. Light is frequency. So music can be healing. And that's why I want to put positive messages out there, because you want to set good examples for the masses. It's not fuck her baby dad. Oh yeah, your man in my DMs. Like, no, like let's get our own man and like be loyal and loving, and you can heal through herbs.
Right.
Like Janae is all about like weed and she does sound baths in her healing. So that's what I want to incorporate through my music. And like performing at these weed events, a lot of these people are like, wow, like you really helped me get over my toxic ex. Like I threw my necklace away listening to your performance. I'm like, wow, like I'm really touching people with this stuff. And like, even if I'm not getting my music streamed to like millions of people on the radio, even if I could touch one person at one of my performances, like that's what I want to do. That's my purpose.
Yeah, you found out there's people in like Europe or Greece or
Yeah,
some
Greece.
shit.
They're playing my music on the radio. I don't even know people in Greece.
You already made it. And you got to think of it yourself that way.
Mhm.
Like, man, I touched somebody in Greece. I touched somebody at a concert that I sang at.
Yeah.
Somebody reached out to you saying, hey, because of you, like I'm over my toxic. You already made it.
Yes, that's all I wanted to.
You know,
That's going to push you to do even more creatively.
Yes.
something that a topic that I kind of want to bring up that has to do with this, and I need people to be aware and cautious of it, because I've been making music for so long and I've looked at the different stats. I'm sure you follow your stats and see like where the demographics are, the people who are listening and doing whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I seen something the other day. I think I told you about this, where it said, I think I'm gonna give an incorrect number, but I think it said that about 35 to like 60% of internet activity right now is bots.
Yeah,
That's
most
wild.
definitely.
Bots?
AI,
Bots.
Wow.
bots.
All the people that you get followed, like I'll get followers every day, and it's just like they always have a number at the end. You
Yeah.
already know that's about.
So like the whole thing about it is that we have to be careful with what it is that we think like we're doing and be authentic to us, because I personally feel like you're doing this for a positive message, for a real artistic like movement expression.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
doing that, right? some people will stop doing things. They're like, oh, well, this is getting me more likes. This is getting more this and that. And it's like, who's really liking it? Is it like one person in a room with like 50 computers who's like, I was paid to make sure that this goes through on the algorithm?
Bot streams.
Yeah. So like, it's just like a trip to think that like I had to stop debating with people online because I'm like, I don't even know if I'm debating with a real person.
You're debating with AI, right?
And and you know what? I have legit got into arguments with my AI. I'm not lying to you because it said something slick. My AI, first of all, he thinks he's black.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
My AI
it's because they
black.
learn things about you and they think that
and,
they're
like,
your
and he
peer.
tried to tell me
That's
that.
so
He's like,
scary.
Oh my gosh.
That's wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys old enough? Have you watched Terminator?
I'm not much of a movie person.
I've heard of Terminator.
I have too. I have. Yeah.
Yes.
Can we have-
Listen,
Oh,
please,
movie night.
please go home. You're gonna be entertained. First of all, it's a great movie. Go home and watch that because for us who've seen that, that's what makes it even more funny because in the movie Terminator, there's an AI system called Skynet that takes over the world and then controls all of these robots and then destroys humanity.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
And when the movie came out when we were kids,
But it's not called Skynet.
we
it's
didn't
called
even
Elon.
think that AI would ever come to be a real thing.
I got beef with Alexa.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I got beef with Alexa all the time.
It's
Like,
Skynet.
I tell that bitch to shut the
People,
fuck
your
up every
Alexa
morning.
is
Hello?
Skynet.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jules, she's just playing my music. Relax.
But that's where like the authenticity really stands out because I don't see nobody in the cannabis industry that's making music to benefit others. Like I feel like when your passion is to benefit others, there's really no wrong in that. Like that's authentic as it gets. Like I mean, we might be getting attention from AI, but hey, like as bad as it is, like social media being attached to AIs and bots, like that's how it's gonna be.
There's a lot of the stuff on the internet. People are worried about these numbers and stuff, but to me, like I love showing up in person. Like, how are you gonna put yourself out there if you're not showing up? How are you gonna connect with people? Performing at these events allows my music to connect with people. My friends that have heard my songs the same times at all my performances, they're like, "Wow, I really heard your lyrics for Visions this time," and I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm connecting with people in these audiences, and I can really feel myself making an impact in real life where it matters versus all this superficial internet stuff where half your followers are bots or your views are paid for." You know what I mean? Like I see that difference in person.
Stick straight to that because I guess J. Cole just dropped an album. And I have not listened to it all the way through yet. But one of Sean, he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, have you heard that J. Cole album?" And I was like, "I haven't yet." And he was like, he would like it. I'm like, I hope so, because I don't like a lot of music that's coming out right now. Yeah. Because people are not putting their heart and soul into things.
It's the same thing with fucking film, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because everything is ran by AI and bots that people are trying to keep up with these things, but don't realize that these things are overpowered. Like these things will know you, like you said, based off of like little things you ask them, about yourself.
Or listening.
Yeah, we're losing the soul.
We're
losing the realness.
And you know what's funny about that is that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, that like no matter who you are, if you are the janitor, if you're like homeless right now, no matter who you are, you possess something that is so powerful that there is an entity that wants to drain you of that and get it gone. You think you're looking at the TV screens and you're looking at these people and you think you want their life, but you really don't, because they're empty and soulless. You have everything that you need, and you had it since you came out of the womb. So really capitalize on that. Like express yourself the way you want to express yourself, not the way that the world is telling you, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that.
That's how you get burnt out. You start selling your soul. You're in it for the money. You're in it for all the wrong reasons. And suddenly you have creator's block and you can't, because you're not creating from a place of passion and like true inspiration. Like you're in it for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. You started off passionate with something and it just dies out because you think it's the right way.
Because they're trying to make the new wave of like, I just want to go viral.
Yeah.
No, but they're not
overnight sensation.
Trying to ride the wave. They're not trying to they're trying to make waves.
And it's gonna drown you out.
You literally made a skit with G Money that went viral, and I'm pretty sure y'all didn't intend for it to go so viral, but because he's so authentically funny, it reaches out to different audiences, and it wasn't even meant to be like that.
Nobody's doing nothing like that right now, and don't kid yourself. I already have like 7 other skits written that we're filming this week.
Yeah,
those are gonna go viral too.
Yeah,
and even if they don't, honestly, I don't give a fuck. It's me creating the
authentic.
passion. It's me creating that originality.
Mhm.
And that's what separates us from everybody else. And
Exactly.
you gotta
Yeah.
keep that. And nobody else is keeping that right now. They see
Exactly.
something go viral, let me recreate that. Like, Nah,
Mhm.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Do something
Make your own
different.
wave. Don't
And
ride
that's
the
what
wave.
makes everybody's
Yeah.
story
Mm-hmm.
important. Your story is different from mine, from his, from hers.
Mm-hmm.
So is
We
her
all
from
have our
mine. You know,
purpose.
like
Yeah,
all
we
our
all
stories are different.
got-
That's
yeah.
what makes you authentic. And we need to keep it that way, especially for the art.
Hell yeah. That's what Boss Talk is all about, huh?
That's it right
Oh,
there. One thing, an achievement of mine that I just accomplished is I just finished my first novel.
That's right.
Another addition
You ain't
to the
never-
family.
Thank you. You feel me? And oh, my bad. And I had a son.
Yeah.
You had a son that finished his book.
You know, like because it's like that's a more personal for me. Like I don't hide myself, but it's more personal for me. But the things that I love to share would be that I just finished a book, and it's the first book I've ever written, and I never thought I don't even read books, so I didn't think I was gonna write.
Literally
one.
last
Wow.
week you were just saying like you were in the middle of it or something. You've been
And since
behind that
then I
screen,
wrote
huh?
Like 150
Oh, yeah.
more pages.
That's
Wow.
Fuck.
So
That's how
I can only read like 20 a day.
That's how we operate on Boss Talk and Frontline Films.
That's it.
Hell
So what
yeah.
I want to tell y'all about that is this right here. Finishing this, I put my heart and soul into it as far as like the creativity and the backbone of the message. And I found out that like when you're creating something like that, you are, I don't like to use this terminology. You are like the creator. You're on the outside looking in, and you make the world, you build it. And so all the rules, they are what you say they are. I had so much fun doing this, something that I thought would have been the most boring thing to do ever. And now I get to share it. And if I die tomorrow, it's done and it's going to live forever, because that's one of the things that lives is like literature. So I just would strongly advise people, when you're making something, whether it be music, film, or whatever, put your heart and soul, put your messages out, put the agenda, because the agenda is not a bad thing. Put your agenda into it and do it, because it's going to live forever, even past you. That's all I got.
Leave
Hell
your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect way to wrap it up.
Yeah. Em, thank you for coming on.
Thanks
So
for
you want to tell them one more time,
Yes.
like where they can find you, like on social media?
Yeah, you can find me at official MLE Music. I'm always out here performing in LA. Soon gonna be performing worldwide, but all my music's out on all major platforms.
Oh yeah, we're all going to the concert, right? We're all going. We're all going to go to the show. We're gonna do a Boss Talk live.
VIP.
Over there.
Like-
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Thank you for coming on again, Jules. Thank you for being a part of this.
Yes,
again.
always an honor.
Yep.
Yes. Happy Lunar New Year.
Yes, and always,
Happy Year of
guys,
the Horse.
fuck ice.
And that's Boss Talk.
That's Boss Talk. Everybody. Till the next one.